Well, President Cyril Ramaphosa will today lead a district development model visit to the Ugu district on KwaZulu-Natal's south coast. The visit will focus on the development of the Eastern Seaboard, traversing the KwaZulu-Natal and Eastern Cape provinces along that beautiful 600-kilometer stretch between the eThekwini and the Buffalo City metros. The Eastern Seaboard Development spans 2 provinces, 4 districts and 17 municipalities situated along that 600-kilometer coastline. Let's get in the person on the ground, our reporter Jayed Paulse, covering this story for us. Jayed Paulse, thank you very much indeed for your time. Talk to us firstly, what can we expect? We saw the Cogta minister yesterday in the area ahead of the president with regards to this development model. First of all, what is it? What is a district development model?
Well, Blaine, a very good morning to you and to the viewers back at home. And I think we've been hearing this, name, the district development model, for a couple of years now. But government has really been driving it home, talking about what they plan for interprovincial provinces, what they're going to be doing in terms of trying to get more trade into different provinces, especially here in KwaZulu-Natal, where we see a lot of our imports coming in, and also the Eastern Cape as well. So we will be seeing the 2 premiers, that being the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, as well as Oscar Mabuyane, the Premier of the Eastern Cape, meeting with the President Cyril Ramaphosa today, as well as local traditional leaders, speaking about that trade between the provinces, but also very importantly speaking about bridges that will be built to link the 2 provinces together. Now, we have seen, Blaine, in previous years there was a bridge that was just built outside the Wild Coast Casino, and that has made the traffic flow into KwaZulu-Natal much more accessible. Trucks are able to pass through the roads here, but now they're talking about the DDM district development model and how they can try and bridge the divide, bring these 2 provinces together to bring more trade, to bring more industry into the areas. Now, we're talking about the Wild Coast, being a beautiful area, just listening to your intro there. But also, we must make mention of the fact that there are several underdeveloped places within the Eastern Cape, especially on that coastal line. We're talking about Umgazana, places that you and I know of that we like to flock to, Hluleka, Port St. John's, Hlonyana, many of the Wild Coast areas where people generally build very beautiful lodges, very beautiful, pristine places where one can go to during the festive season. But it's the people on the ground, those that live in those low-lying areas, that don't really benefit from these lodges and these places that are built on that coastal precinct. So they're going to be trying to see what opportunities, investment opportunities can be brought into the Eastern Cape, especially on the Wild Coast front, but also into KwaZulu-Natal. And where we're coming to from now, it's Port Shepstone in the Ugu district, and we're going to be seeing those municipalities, several mayors from 17 municipalities here descending into KwaZulu-Natal to speak about what they're finding in their respective places and what also investment opportunities can be brought to the fore. Now, to break it all down for us, I do hope to speak to the premiers, that being Oscar Mabuyane and Sihle Zikalala, in terms of the partnership. What challenges do they have? What interventions are going to be brought onto the table? And more importantly, what the president is going to be saying in terms of that big word, the district development model, and what we're going to be seeing from these 2 provinces. So all of that will happen today. We'll try and bring you that live coverage of the president delivering his speech. And right now they are sweeping the hall. I am seeing some of the dignitaries arriving here, especially those mayors from the Alfred Nzo district, as well as KwaZulu-Natal and some of the Eastern Cape as well. And once we see those premiers arriving, we'll try and gauge them in terms of what exactly is going to be taking place and how the linkages between these 2 provinces are going to take place, Blaine.
No doubt that the leaders will give us an overview of what's needed in the various provinces. But, one thing that the local government elections afforded us as journalists is to be on the ground and find out exactly what is going on and give us a window into some of the challenges that people are going through. You and your team have no doubt traversed the length and breadth of KwaZulu-Natal. The district development model, one of the aims, I think, is to accelerate, align and integrate, one would say, service delivery, isn't it? What did you pick up in terms of what is needed in the areas where you are?
That's very true, Blaine. And we had reporters on the ground from eThekwini all the way into northern KwaZulu-Natal. I think the sentiments on the ground is that people just generally want more opportunities. We're seeing these beautiful estates being built in some areas. We're seeing these lodges being built. But many of the communities are crying out and saying, what job opportunities do they get from these beautiful resorts that are being built? And also, how can they also tap into that market? What can they get from that? We're seeing many of the communities living. I mean, it's quite shocking that you'll find a community living on the right-hand side that is in dire need of assistance. They're impoverished, they don't have jobs, there's no employment. But on the left-hand side, you see a beautiful resort. And I think that is what government is trying to bridge that divide, try and provide opportunities. And by speaking about the DDM and by being able to speak to the Eastern Cape, what interventions are they leading in that province and KwaZulu-Natal, and basically bouncing off ideas and speaking in one voice, that's how they're going to be able to bridge the divide. So we are hoping to find out what exactly is going to be put on the table today, but more importantly, how are the communities that are living in these areas, how are they going to benefit from this?
The beautiful Wild Coast was an annual pilgrimage for me and my family. Oh, how I miss that area. Jayed, thank you very much indeed for your time, your reporting. No doubt we'll get back to you later on, give us the granular details in terms of this district development model. Jayed Paulse, thank you.